Picture a modern suburb on a freezing February night. The streets are silent, blanketed in snow, and every house glows faintly behind frosted windows, each one a small island of warmth in the cold. Suddenly, the power goes out. Without warning, the hum of the furnace and the gentle glow of the lights vanish, plunging the home into darkness and stillness. Within an hour, cold seeps through the walls, creeping in through every crack and window pane, making the air inside bite with winter's chill. The house, built for efficiency and speed, quickly loses its warmth, leaving the family shivering under blankets, their breath visible in the air as the temperature drops. Now, imagine a centuries-old log cabin deep in a snowy forest, its roof heavy with snow, standing strong against the elements. Inside, a masonry stove radiates gentle, lasting heat, its stones still warm from a fire lit hours ago, filling the space with a steady, comforting warmth. The thick log walls, cut from ancient trees, store warmth like a battery, slowly releasing it back into the room, keeping the family comfortable even as the wind howls and snow piles up outside. The difference? Modern homes are like windbreakers, lightweight, reliant on constant energy to keep the cold at bay, but quick to lose heat when that energy stops. Log cabins are like wool sweaters, dense, natural, storing and releasing heat slowly, wrapping their inhabitants in a lasting embrace of warmth. When the furnace fails, a modern home becomes a cold shell, its thin walls offering little protection from the relentless cold outside. The log cabin, with its thermal mass and thoughtful design, coasts on stored warmth for days, providing a safe haven even in the harshest weather. Our ancestors thrived in harsh winters because their homes worked with nature, not against it, using materials and methods that respected the rhythms of the seasons. Today's homes trade resilience for speed and efficiency, making us dependent on fragile systems that can fail when we need them most. Old builders knew a home should be a partner in survival, a thermal battery, not just a barrier designed to support life through the toughest nights. Their wisdom is more than nostalgia. It's a blueprint for sustainable, self-reliant living, offering lessons we can still learn from today. The lesson is clear. True comfort and security come from understanding and harnessing the natural properties of our materials, building with intention and respect for the environment. In our pursuit of progress, we've forgotten the value of substance and resilience, trading lasting comfort for fleeting convenience. It's time to remember what makes a home truly warm, a place that shelters, endures, and sustains us, no matter what storms may come. To truly understand the log cabin's remarkable warmth, we need to distinguish between two key concepts: insulation and thermal mass. These are often confused, but they work in very different ways to keep us comfortable. Modern homes focus on insulation. Materials like fiberglass and foam trap air, slowing heat loss by creating barriers that resist the flow of warmth from inside to out. Think of insulation as a lid on a pot. It keeps heat in, but only while the stove is on. The moment you turn off the heat, the warmth quickly escapes, no matter how tight the lid. These light frame houses are efficient when the heat is running, but once the heat source stops, the warmth vanishes fast, leaving the house cold and unwelcoming. Thermal mass is different. Dense materials, stone, brick, thick logs, absorb and store heat energy, then release it slowly over time, acting almost like a natural battery for warmth. In a log cabin, the fire's warmth soaks deep into the walls, which then radiate heat back for hours, even after the fire dies down and the flames are gone. This creates a stable, comfortable temperature, unlike the sharp swings of a modern furnace that cycles on and off, causing hot and cold spots. Modern homes are efficient only when powered. Without energy, their thin walls offer little protection, and the temperature drops rapidly when the heat is off. Log cabins act as thermal flywheels, slow to heat, slow to cool, providing lasting comfort that endures through the night and into the next day. This wasn't just about comfort, it was survival. A short fire could keep a family warm all night, thanks to the home's thermal mass, which made the most of every bit of heat. The house itself did most of the work, distributing heat evenly and passively so families could rest easy without constant tending of the fire. Today, we've replaced this resilient, self-sustaining system with one that demands constant input, electricity, gas, or oil, to keep us warm. The walls of a home can be more than barriers. They can be silent guardians of warmth, storing the sun's energy and releasing it when we need it most. Our ancestors built for endurance and survival. Today, we often build for speed and convenience, sometimes forgetting the lessons of the past. The wisdom of thermal mass is a lesson in true efficiency, showing us how to work with nature instead of against it. It's time to rethink what makes a home truly warm and resilient, and to rediscover the enduring comfort that comes from building with nature's own materials. The secret to a log cabin's performance starts in the forest, with careful tree selection. Builders chose slow-grown, old-growth trees, dense, strong, and full of thermal mass. Harvested in winter, when sap was low, the logs were seasoned for stability. Precision joinery, Scribe Fit techniques, ensured each log nested perfectly, creating airtight, windproof walls. Complex corner notches locked the structure together, growing tighter over time. The result, a fortress of warmth, built with patience and skill. Turning trees into enduring shelters was both art and science. Even the best log walls needed chinking to seal gaps. Unlike modern plastic sealants, old builders used natural, breathable materials, sphagnum moss, clay, and sometimes animal hair. Moss insulated and flexed with the logs, while clay plaster protected and regulated humidity. This system let walls breathe, preventing trapped moisture and rot. The result was a healthy, comfortable indoor climate, no need for mechanical ventilation. Today's synthetic barriers often create more problems than they solve. The old way was simple, effective, and sustainable. Sometimes a wall needs to breathe to last. At the heart of the log home was the masonry heater, a massive, efficient thermal engine. Unlike open fireplaces or iron stoves, it burned a hot, clean fire in a small chamber, channeling heat through winding masonry passages. The heater absorbed and stored up to 90% of the wood's energy, then radiated gentle warmth for up to a day. This radiant heat warmed people, furniture, and the log walls themselves, creating a cocoon of comfort. The heater and the walls worked together, storing and releasing energy in perfect harmony. Fuel use was minimal, comfort was lasting. It was a system built for patience, not instant gratification. The masonry heater is a model of efficiency and comfort. Sometimes, slow and steady truly wins the race. For years, the log cabin's performance was dismissed as folklore, but modern studies prove its power. Side-by-side tests show log homes, despite lower R values, often use less energy than modern insulated houses. The secret is thermal mass. Log walls absorb solar heat by day, release it by night, smoothing temperature swings. Thermal imaging reveals modern homes leak heat through studs, while log walls hold warmth evenly. Air leakage tests show well-built log homes can be as airtight as modern ones. Masonry heaters outperform most modern heating devices in efficiency. Science confirms what tradition knew. High thermal mass, airtight but breathable walls, and radiant heat create resilient, efficient homes. Sometimes, the old ways are the smartest. Why did we abandon these methods that once kept us safe and warm through the harshest winters? Industrialization demanded speed and cheapness. Light frame construction replaced craftsmanship, and the art of building for longevity faded into the background. Cheap, abundant energy made us forget the value of a home's natural resilience, and we became accustomed to comfort at the push of a button. We traded durability and self-reliance for convenience and dependency, relying on technology to solve problems our ancestors once anticipated and designed around. But as energy costs rise and weather grows unpredictable, old wisdom is making a comeback, reminding us that the future may not always be as stable as we hope. Builders are rediscovering thermal mass, breathable walls, and efficient radiant heat, not to reject technology, but to blend the best of past and present, creating homes that are both innovative and enduring. Natural materials and smart design are returning to the spotlight, offering solutions that are beautiful, sustainable, and deeply rooted in tradition. The log cabin teaches us that true resilience comes from working with nature, not against it, and that our connection to the land is a source of strength. Our homes can be partners in comfort and survival, providing shelter, warmth, and peace, through every season. The blueprint for a sustainable future lies in the quiet strength of the past, waiting for us to learn from it once again. The warmth and wisdom of the log cabin are waiting to be rediscovered, inspiring us to build a future that honors both innovation and tradition.